Hey guys, it's Michael and Yemisi. Today we're in Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan. This city is totally underrated and really incredible. From ancient history to modern architecture, Tashkent really has it all. We're really excited to show you today, so let's get into it.
Good morning from Tashkent.
We just left from Samarkand and finally arrived to Tashkent. But of course, what do we have to start with?
Coffee.
So let's go to the one of the only specialty coffee shops in Tashkent. The aesthetics here are so amazing. It feels like a cozy house with all the plants, and I love this art. The art is very cohesive, and I got a matcha tonic, and I never had matcha tonic before, and I'm really excited. I love tonic, I love matcha, so it sounds like me and a drink. It's lemony, and it has a hint of the tea. I thought it was gonna be a lot stronger, but I'm glad it's more like tonic water with a hint of matcha rather than heavy matcha.
I got a Kenya V60 pour over and we looked all over, and this is the only specialty shop we could really find in Tashkent because Uzbekistan really drinks a lot of green tea, not coffee, so I'm excited to try this.
Alright, that coffee was super delicious, very specialty. I really enjoyed that a lot.
The experience is really nice, and we have a very packed day, so we need a rush. So let's go. We are at the Plov Center, and we will insert the name of it in Uzbek down here. But we found this again from Mark Weave, and like I said earlier, in Samarkand, pilaf is one of the national dishes here, where it has meat, chickpeas, rice. This place is really famous for it, and usually they sell out pretty fast, but we're here super early. And since we saw the video, this place has huge renovations, and it's really chill, and it's actually very nice. I was honestly surprised.
Alright, I got a bit of everything here. I'm gonna give it a try. Oh my god. It doesn't look like it. It looks so simple, but there's so much flavor here. There's so much oil, and like there's herbs and just like seasonings that you just don't even see on it. The seasons and the spices are really good, and it's just powerful flavor. It's really savory. It's delicious.
We're stuffed. Wow, that was insane, and I think we both agree that this is one of our favorite meals in Uzbekistan.
Yeah, that was my favorite food we've had in Uzbekistan, and honestly, it's really pushing up there for one of my favorite foods we've had traveling. I would eat that every day. It's super filling, it's incredibly delicious, so I highly recommend coming here.
The staff is very friendly, and they do speak English, which is really nice as well. It's easier for us to order.
Alright, so now we are going to take a walk past that TV tower there, and we are going to go to the Minor Mosque.
We just arrived to one of the most major mosques in Tashkent, which is the Minor Mosque. After a while, we thought that things would blend together, but this is definitely not the case here, as the tile is bright white and blue instead of like the goldish and soft blues that we've been seeing in Bukhara and Samarkand.
I don't know that there's anything specifically special about this one. It might be like really old and interesting. I didn't do any research on this one specifically, but it does look really beautiful, almost like Taj Mahal because it's just so white. I was not expecting that. Everywhere we go is another surprise in Uzbekistan.
This is one of the newest mosques in Tashkent. It opened in 2014. Tourists can go, but a lot of it is closed off to the public. So basically, when you come, all you're seeing is the outside and the inside, but still, the tiling is really amazing. So if you have that few extra minutes, I would definitely say it's worth checking out.
And we're getting ready to go get some really good food literally right next door, so coming here was definitely worth it.
We We are at Somsa, which is right next to the mosque, and it has these delicious snacks. So these are Somsa. It's like a flaky breading on the outside, but inside this has beef. It's flaky, like a croissant, and you can see that it's really hot because it is steaming. It's seasoned really well, and it's nice and warm for the winter. So this is actually a great snack.
We left the Somsa place and we took the subway and we arrived here. This is Temur Square. We explained it yesterday in the Samarkand episode, but essentially Temur is like the founder of the Timurid Empire, which is kind of seen as like the first country that turned into Uzbekistan. So he's kind of like the founding father figure a little bit. He's like one of the most famous generals ever. He's one of the very few that went completely undefeated throughout his entire life. He also killed a lot of people, but most emperors did that. This plaza is just dedicated to him, so we're gonna just walk around, enjoy the nature, take some pictures, and then we're gonna be on our way to our next destination.
We are at Eco Park. Right now, because it is winter, it looks like everything is being redone, preparing for the spring. It's a really nice park, I guess, but like I said, it's winter. So everything is either drained or dead. But I can see what's supposed to be here, and I bet if you're here in spring or summer, it's an amazing place.
Alright, so that's basically it for the eco park. Like Yemisi said, it's definitely a summertime thing, not a wintertime thing. There's a lot of it's kind of shut down or being renovated or maintenance, but you can tell that this place is popping in the summer and it's a really nice park. So yeah, if you're not visiting in the winter, I definitely recommend giving this park a look, but we are going to go across the street where there is a cathedral, not a mosque, a cathedral, so we're going to check that out.
Across from Eco Park is this cathedral, which is the Sacred Heart of Jesus Cathedral. It's very interesting to see a cathedral out of all these mosques.
I don't know anything about this one. We weren't planning on it, but someone we know in the area recommended us to come here and check it out. So that's what we're gonna do. I think you can go inside. It's open from like 2 to 5, so it's a really short window, but it just is turning 2. So I'm assuming this is Orthodox, probably. This looks kind of Orthodox. I assume this is like a Russian Orthodox church. We took a Yandex taxi from the cathedral all the way to the other side of the city, and we are now here, the Hazrati Imam Ensemble. So this is the old sort of city center, and some of these buildings are very old, and a lot of buildings in the area did not survive a large earthquake that happened, but all of these did. This back here is the so-called Center of Islamic Civilization. Started construction in 2018 or 2019, and it is insanely huge. This is way bigger than anything else that we saw in Bukhara or Samarkand.
It looks like either this year or next year for sure it'll be finished.
So this will be a really cool place to come visit when that thing is done, but that's not part of the ensemble, so let's get back to the square.
We're trying on and buying scarves for souvenirs, and honestly all the designs here are really beautiful. Like the intricacy is amazing. It got colder.
Yeah, it's getting pretty cold out. The sun is low and it's covered by clouds, and this day got a lot colder than it was, so we ended up getting some scarves for souvenirs for some friends and family, and we also got a few outfits as well that we're really happy with. After that, we headed to Chorsu Bazaar, where we intended on getting some food, but it was a lot more like ingredients for like locals, not actual meals, and they don't allow filming, so we couldn't really do all that much inside. I only got a few short video clips. It was super late and we were just like, we gotta go home. So now we are back at the Airbnb, and before we go, I'm gonna show you around real quick because this is a really nice Airbnb. We got our entryway over here. It's really nice and wide. You come through here into the main living room, and it's really big. This is a huge living room. It's really nice. This pulls out into the bed, and this couch is super comfortable.
but the actual bed is right here, and as always there's a cute girl on the bed. And then in here is a really nice kitchen area that has literally everything you need. So yeah, I don't know, Tashkent just continues to really surprise me. It's just so much nicer and more modern. Like, they call it a developing country, but I mean really, Uzbekistan has felt really modern to me, especially Tashkent. It does not feel developing, it feels developed.
Good afternoon from Tashkent. We just finished our little trip to Kazakhstan, and now before going back to Korea, we have a little while in Tashkent, so we're just gonna finish some of the things that we didn't get to do the first time.
So we just arrived in Tashkent and we took a taxi straight to this place, which is Cafe Dosan, which is a Korean cafe in Uzbekistan. And I'm really excited to go inside and be really shocked if it's very Korean feeling. So let's go inside.
Okay, believe it or not, I wouldn't believe I was in Uzbekistan. It's 100% Korean, down to the taste, the sounds, the vibes.
Definitely felt like we were in Korea. We got a kroffel, which is super Korean, and we both got 2 drinks that tasted exactly like you would get in Korea. So it was really delicious, and the staff were really nice, and they spoke Korean to Embassy, which is great. So yeah, super cool vibes, and now we're going to go to the train station to go to the mall. When we were here the first time, I remember the weather being not great because it was really smoggy. But thankfully when we came back, like every other day this week, there's no smog, so it's actually really nice. The skies are super blue. It's a beautiful day. It's like, what, 45, 50 degrees? It's actually really nice out. This is Tashkent City Mall. I believe this is the largest mall in Tashkent, or one of. It's really nice, and you can get to it straight from the train station that we left at. But I don't know why we're surprised anymore. Tashkent is an amazing city, and we shouldn't be shocked by anything that the city has anymore. We just finished at the mall, but now we're going to go to what is probably our final destination. We're going back to the TV tower, and this time hopefully we're going up.
We just arrived to Tashkent TV Tower. I don't really know anything about this, I just know it's very tall, and one of our friends recommended to come here.
So we are going to go up there. I'm pretty sure they have a restaurant. I don't know if you need a reservation. This is all totally unplanned. We're just going to go up and hopefully we can get some dinner, because after this we have to go to the airport. This is very cool. I like this one more than the one in Astana. We ate at the rotating restaurant, and that meal was incredible. Like, the food was fine. It wasn't like the best food we had on vacation by any means, but it was good. And the prices were good too. But of course, the view and the experience,
it was stunning. I had no expectations and it just blew me out of the water.
I'm really glad that we went up there. You didn't need a reservation, and the staff were really nice. They took pictures with us. They let me use my camera.
It was also really cool because they have all the tallest towers in the world, so you get to see like which countries they're from, and then we've seen a lot of them as well, so it's great being able to see that comparison.
Tashkent is actually a really cool city at night. It's really lit up. I saw from the plane lots of cool lights on buildings, but we don't have time to stay here till sundown. It just set over us with the TV tower and this beautiful park in the background, and so now it's time to go back to the airport to fly out. We're super sad. This has been an incredible trip.
I definitely can say that Uzbekistan has
taken my heart in a different way that I haven't experienced before. Thank you to the people who showed so much kindness and gratitude towards us, and definitely this is one of the countries that's on top of our list to come back.
Having finished this trip to Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, I can absolutely say that this is the most slept on country we've been to. If you can come to Central Asia, I 10 out of 10 implore you, please come to Uzbekistan.
I guess this concludes everything. We love you, Uzbekistan, and we just can't wait to come back. Thank you. Rahmat.
Wait, why did we just do that? We never do that.
Oh, that's a good closing.